You may not think that you have stories to tell, but of course you do. Because if you're still alive, then that means you've gone through things. And all of the best stories are the things that they didn't kill you, so they made you stronger.
Yeah.
Those are the best stories to tell. So everyone listening to this podcast, it doesn't have to be that you climbed Mount Everest and now you're going to talk about your story of climbing Mount Everest. It's whatever challenges, hurdles, obstacles, lessons, struggles, failures, comebacks you've had in your life. That could be on a sports team. That could be in an internship. That could be in an early job that you held. That could be in a relationship. That could be with your health. That could be in any area of your life. Maybe you used to be in a lot of debt and you got out of debt. I mean, there's endless ways that you can find stories to tell. And I think the big question that you have to ask yourself is, what are those things in your life that, they didn't break you, they didn't kill you, but they definitely challenged you? Those are the best stories to tell.
Yeah, I like that. And I've also noticed with me, sometimes when you share a story like that with your struggle or anything, where you kind of show kind of the deeper part of you, people start to resonate and get to know you. And I think they're more likely to do business with you if you're an entrepreneur.
Absolutely. Yeah. People want to do business with people that they feel like they can know, like, and trust. And so it's less of a transaction and more of a relationship. And that's why podcasting has taken the main stage. We even saw that it had a major influence in this election that just happened. And the reason why is that when people listen to a podcast, they can get a deeper understanding of this person that's in front of them. They feel like they can know you and have more intimacy in understanding who you are, what you're about, all of those things versus maybe a short, less than a minute video or a 30-second clip or a story, the way that they're used to interacting with a lot of digital media.
I stayed as far away as I could from this election. You can judge me if you want. But I want to hear, because I did that, when you said that it had a major impact, would you mind sharing what you mean by that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And not a political conversation at all. But I stayed as far away from, that's not my platform. I'm not here to talk to anyone about politics. That's not my gig. But I wrote an analysis the next morning and I sent out a huge debrief to my audience of all of the trends that we will see in business in 2025 because of these things that we just saw. Now, what we saw with Trump getting elected was that Barron, his son, who is almost young adult, was basically coaching him and telling him all of these various podcasts to get on. He opened up a massive segment of the market that probably, in all honesty, wouldn't have voted or wouldn't have voted for him. And this had a major influence in the results of the election. Him going on Joe Rogan for 3 hours, when before, a lot of the only exposure that people had had to him was very short clips that were being spun by traditional media that only showed what they wanted to show.
Yeah.
Whereas when he was going on all of these very long form podcasts and people heard him speak directly and gave the in-depth explanation, that absolutely moved voters, that absolutely shifted and shaped the election. And the reason why I wrote about that to my audience is we are in a trust recession. Okay. And what that means is buyers have been burnt. They are being far more discerning in the investments that they're making, in the buying decisions that they're making. They have less disposable income. And so they're turning more towards long form content, such as podcasting, to deepen their awareness of this person that they're considering doing business with to make a buying decision. So if you are a business owner or an entrepreneur, especially a new one, it is more important than ever that you are creating and delivering long form content, because it's what people are consuming and it's what they're going to use to actually go beneath the surface of what they're seeing about you on social media.